They say proof is in the pudding, and I like pudding. And I've just completed my first laser burn using this little laser with a work area of 300 by 310 millimeters. It's got a rather small footprint as well, which actually opens it up to more possibilities, which I'll explain in a moment. But I just, like I say, just completed my first laser burn, which is this one, which has quite a lot of dark fill areas, as you can see, and I'm quite pleased with it. Now, allow me to show you a little bit close up with the overhead camera. There we go. Okay, and I think it's come out reasonably well. Now, I will make a comparison video with this pattern on my other lasers over there, the Longer B1 and also the Longer Ray 5, 20 watt and a 40 watt laser. And this one is a 10 watt laser. Now, I did this, or performed this, I pressed start, okay? And the power was 100% power, so that's at 10 watts power, at 100 millimeters per second. So, it seems to have done a reasonably good job. Now, I did notice one thing, and I can't really make a full judgment on it in this respect yet, because I need to do a test on the other ones, because it might be something to do with the actual design. It might be just because I've over enlarged or something like that. But it is a little bit, it's not as crisp on the edges. But allow me to do my other tests, because it might not be anything to do with the laser. So I don't want to be unfair to it. So far, I'm really impressed with it. It did have a few little assembly glitches. And some of the instructions weren't as clear as I'd have liked them to be, although they were clearer than the Longer instructions, I have to admit. And there's a few other little things I'm not too keen on, and so where the micro switches are, the limit switches, they seem in a daft position. But it's €199. I forgive it. Honestly, I forgive it. At that price point, it is an absolute bargain. I mean, it's ridiculous. It connected to Lightburn with no trouble, which is the software we use. No trouble whatsoever. But, I mentioned a moment ago, the thing that kind of opens us up to new possibilities is because it's small and portable. You could take that to your workpiece. You're not going to do that with these other ones. They're a little bit cumbersome, But let's say, for instance, you had a wooden door, and you wanted to engrave onto the door, maybe it's a kid's bedroom or something like that, directly onto the door. Just take the door off, put on a couple of trestles, you plonk this thing on top, of the laptop beside you, done. I think it's brilliant. It creates more versatility. And so, see, this is a smaller laser, but it has different possibilities than the other two lasers I got over there. So it's a different tool. It can do a different job. The other thing I actually liked about it is this. Is the fact you can remove the filtered screen, the shield that goes around the bottom there. It's just attached to these little magnets. Brilliant idea. Now, if, for instance, you're going to be using this laser with a camera for positioning, which you can do within Lightburn, you see, you haven't got this flipping thing in the way. And if it's over there in the shield, you don't need this thing on, do you? You're not going to be looking at the lumen laser, no, because it'll be over there somewhere. And also, you should be having these on anyway. But it allows the camera to see exactly where the laser is. It makes alignment so much easier. Now, that's the sad thing, I think, with the Longer. It's quite hard to see where, get your head down and see where the lasers for alignment and what have you. And also, you can't see with the camera very well. I think that's a little bit of a flaw in the design with the Longer. Although they're brilliant machines, especially that B1. It's fantastic. I'm really pleased with it. But €199, and you can produce things like that, okay? And this took 15 minutes to produce, okay, to burn that. And it's quite, I suppose, the burn itself is about, about 220 millimeters long by 60, 70 millimeters tall onto oak, and it's 100% power. And I can see quite comfortably would burn into birch ply quite happily if you're doing laser cutting or what have you. You might need to do more than one pass, but it'll do it. I think no problem at all. I think it's a bargain. I really do. Check out my links down below and what have you if you do want to purchase one of these. And we do get a little commission for everyone that gets sold and what have you. But I'm not going to overstate it. I'm just going to be honest with you. So far, okay, I'm quite impressed, especially at that price point. Criticism. What is my criticism? Well, as I mentioned, there's a few little glitches regarding assembly. Check out my assembly video of this laser. It's on the channel. Also, it was too tight on the rollers. It wasn't set up very well, so I had to tweak the rollers. Instructions weren't as great as I would liked. But I think, really, when you get a laser of this size and compact like this, I think, really, it should come pre-assembled. Because if you're truly trying to open it up to the DIY market, wouldn't it be much easier for people if they just got to open it up, plug it in, and go? Okay, packaging might be a little bit more complicated, but really, it just to me it seems like a no-brainer. You'd sell so many of these things if people thought that all they had to do is take it out of the box and plug it into their laptop or PC. They'd double the sales. I really do, because I think it's a brilliant little tool, and there's my own personal feelings here, and I'm pleasantly surprised. I really am. But check out my 70 video. It is quite long, but it is literally real time. I haven't edited it, so it's honest. So I try to do that quite a lot. Upload continuous, honest, honest and edited videos. Like this one here is not edited. No, you'll probably tell. Anyway, like I say, this is a sponsored video. Check out their website as well. It's Algolaser something or other. But I have to admit, I should check that first, shouldn't I? I have to admit, it's a good product for the money. €199 here in France, and I'll leave a link down below. So anyway, toodaloo. Don't forget, poop the old like button, because it helps the channel, apparently. Toodaloo.